Hey guys, Cox Party of Two, our Alaska adventure in August, and actually it was Cox Party of Four. We took my mom and dad along for their bucket list trip. We started out in Anchorage. We had a full day and we went to the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center. It's about 45 minutes outside of Anchorage. All kinds of wildlife all over.
It was really cool. Lots of elk and buffalo. There were bear and a few animals that we didn't see there because they're kind of nocturnal.
This is in Anchorage. My mom enjoying the street art. We went out to dinner 2 evenings, different microbreweries, and then we hopped on the train in Anchorage, the Alaska Railroad.
Train's really cool. It's got a bar on it and a lot of views from it. It's almost really good sightseeing the whole way from Anchorage to where we stopped at.
So we got off in Whittier, and what's really cool about taking the train is you go through areas that cars cannot get to. So once we got off the train, this is where we hopped on the Love Boat.
Ooh, we got our bracelet.
Princess Cruise Line, super excited. So this is getting onto the boat. The water was amazing. The colors were spectacular. We checked in, then we walked around Whittier, went to a couple different little breweries right by the ship. And
Small
then,
town. I mean, there's not much to it. So.
And this is the only bear we saw the whole time we were in Alaska.
Yeah, right next to the cruise ship.
It's crazy. So then we head out. We took off that night and cruising out. The first day was going to be Hubbard Glacier, which we did start to go down. But the fog was so bad, we had to turn around and leave.
We saw icebergs out in the ocean, the size of a car.
It was crazy. So yeah, we had to turn around, and then the second day cruising was into Glacier National Park, which is where Marjorie Glacier is, and it was amazing. These views were unbelievable. The pictures don't even do them justice, how sparkling the water was.
Yeah, the boat actually comes up and pulls around it and does like a little spin around so both sides of the boat get to see the glacier from your room or from wherever deck you're on.
And then our next stop was the Icy Straits, which is a small island with about 1,500 people on it and 3,500 bears. Greg and I did a hike.
Lots of bear poop, no bears.
Yeah. And it's actually what I would call a nature walk, not truly a hike, but it was gorgeous. There's the bear poop, and this is our bear security guy.
Yeah, we did have a guy with a shotgun with us, so
so that at least makes you feel pretty good about going out into the wilderness, just in case. So then our next stop was Juneau. We took a cab out to Mendenhall Glacier.
Super cool glacier, not along a hike to get into the glacier and look at it, whatever. And they also have a little lookout tower that has some really cool binoculars that you can look out through.
It's about a 20-minute walk back to the waterfall. Cab back into town, and then we took the tram up to the top of Juneau. This is the view of our cruise ship below.
Super cool up there.
It's beautiful. We had a stellar day, totally clear skies, and then the next stop was Ketchikan. And this is where Greg and I did the historic pub crawl. You go to 3 different bars, learn the history of the area, and my parents went to Blight Totem National Park. And they actually saw some carvings of totem poles while we were in town drinking beer.
Yeah, Ketchikan is really cool. It's got a lot of bars in it. Lots of bars and a lot of excitement.
I think our tour guide said it was like the most bars per square mile area. Something like that. Something crazy. And then this was our last stop before we got back on the boat and headed to Vancouver, end of the trip. Thanks for coming along on our Alaska adventure.
You guys enjoyed it.
And of course, it wouldn't be a vacation if Greg didn't get to swing the golf club.
Well, of course. I mean, at least one time.
Even though it was on the boat. Thanks, guys.